Ayurveda literally rescued my life from chaos to calm. My Ayurveda journey and how it completely transformed my life in today's video. Almost like 7 to 8 years ago, I was actually going through some transition of my life, trying to be an adult while I'm not actually there yet. One of the major decision actually went miserably wrong. It didn't turn out the way I planned it to be, and I never had a backup plan because all these while whatever I planned kind of happened. So it just was like a shocker for me in terms of life, in terms of everything, not knowing what to do after that. So I was in a very horrible phase of my life. The first time I'm experiencing so many setbacks, and all of those things were overwhelming on me. So at that point of time, I was like starting into overthinking mode. Till then I didn't know that there was something called as overthinking and you can get yourself into depression and all of that. I had no idea about it. But when this thing happened, I couldn't accept it, I couldn't tolerate, couldn't come into terms with acceptance, and I couldn't let go of it. I couldn't just be my usual self, look at the other aspects of life that is good and keep actually working towards what I wanted. But this kind of made a literal halt in my life. It wasn't easy at all. At that time I didn't know I got into overthinking mode. I was almost like months together constantly thinking what to do, what not to do, how to fix it, what should I do about it, how my future is going to be like. So much I was thinking and literally screwed my health. I never actually paid attention to my health, well-being or anything. That is the first time it kind of hit me. And as and when I started slipping into too much of overthinking mode, my head would get super heated up. All this part would completely get heated up, and I wasn't even aware that it was just a stress. There's too much of thinking is causing me stress, and I was thinking as a solution to some problem, but it wasn't. The thinking pattern was wrong, and the way I was doing it, everything is wrong. Now I'm aware of it, but back then I had zero idea about it. So what happened, every time I used to think, my head would get super heated up and it starts paining really bad. And the pain is not like a constant pain, it keeps increasing to a point almost I'll feel like the head is gonna fall out of my neck and it's gonna be like unbearable pain. So it all starts with emotional pain. Emotionally I'm not contented because of the things that's happened, and because of that I'm trying to find a solution logically to come out of it. But then for that I think, and my thinking pattern is not right, so I keep circling around the same circle, and it was causing my head to really heat up, and this heating up was causing into pain, and the pain was eventually increasing. So this was a vicious circle I was stuck in, and right now I could explain it very clearly, but back then I myself wouldn't know this pattern I was into. So it was all completely blank. Yeah, everything was the first time for me, so I didn't know what was happening, and I had no idea that body would not support. I had no idea that it is my body and I am the one who's supposed to take care of it. The health is in my hands. I had zero idea, because all this while it just came along with me. Whatever I did, it was all like in the teens, like 18, 19, 20, the body just comes along with whatever you do. So I never paid any attention to it much. But really right now when overthinking went into headache, that's when I got to know, okay, body is separate. It just doesn't come along wherever I drag. I need to pay attention to it. I need to take care of it. So I had come to a point where I need to think to be able to find a solution for the problem, not end up in headache and severe pain and turning the emotional part into the physical part. That exact point I decided to shift my attention and then figure out and fix my physical issues so that I can go on to mental issues, because the mental issues was actually causing pain on the physical body. Although it was just headache, but it was like unbearable headache. Through that I decided I need to stop my headache, and for stopping my headache I first need to know why my head is aching. So, and then I figured out there were so many reasons that I was doing wrong. How I found out, because I was just thinking, like, I just started noticing the pattern. What was the reason actually caused the headache? Yeah, overthinking is the rough idea, but what was actually causing the headache? That's when I figured that I wasn't eating on time. I was feeling super stressed, and since I was super stressed, I didn't feel hunger, I didn't feel the thirst, I didn't drink plenty of water, I wasn't relaxing my body, I wasn't relaxing my mind. It was just constantly bombarded with thoughts in the name of figuring out solutions, which never ended up in solution. That is the first time I was actually getting self-aware of myself, and I did not even know that as well, because my idea was to cure headache so that I can think. So that is when I started taking time to reflect on myself. I started taking time to figure out what is actually happening with my body, how do I cure it, why it is causing, and all of it. I went on into complete research mode on figuring out and fixing my body, because headache was really bothering me so much of this overthinking. I never thought that overthinking is wrong, because thinking only you find the solution, right? So I was very adamant on that, but my thinking is causing me headache, so something is wrong with my body. I need to fix the body. So this is how it started for me, and that is exactly when I came across Ayurveda. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was it's some ancient science, that's it, and nothing much at all. Later on, after getting too much into Ayurveda, I kind of figured it out. That's exactly when my whole life transformed. So Ayurveda and Bhagavad Gita kind of came together in my life, the best thing of my life. So one of the miserable phase of my life gave me the two best gifts. I could not even know that it was a gift. I did not even know that I'm even capable of getting that. Ayurveda and Bhagavad Gita, these are the two things that happened in my life, that appeared in my life basically, because I had zero knowledge, zero idea about these two things. But I was in such a miserable state. I wanted some answers and I didn't know from where to get, how to get, and all of it. So I was just trying to drag my brain, the one that caused all of this issue, to try and fix a problem which was not actually possible at all. So that is exactly when these two came into my life. So it's been 6.5 years since then, almost gonna be 7 years. I've been with Ayurveda and also almost like 6 years with Bhagavad Gita, and my life is completely transformed for the best, which I did not know a part of this life exists. The reason is because Ayurveda is basically a life science. It's a science of life, how to live life. It is basically given there, and that's something that's very important. Unfortunately, our school or colleges don't teach all of those things, and we just gone into some other mode of activity. But the basis of anything is health, and after health automatically comes the mental health, like physical health, after that mental health, after that comes spiritual health. Now this is the order. Spiritual health is actually the most important thing, but to reach even there, we need to have a stable physical health and then the mental health, and then only we can strive for anything beyond and above. And I did not even know that these three are the major aspects of life, and I did not even know that it is in my responsibility to take care of all of these. After 7 years since then, now my lifestyle is completely changed. I live a complete Ayurvedic lifestyle. The way I eat, the way I think, the way I behave, everything is completely transformed. Slowly I started implementing things. First, I cured my headache. That was the main criteria, that how I got into. I figured out the causes for headache and the things that I should be avoiding to prevent my headache. If headache comes, how do I cure it in a natural way, and how to calm down my head after that. So these are the things I figured out. The results were amazing, and I was in a clear mind to actually think. And when I started thinking, only Gita came into my life, and after reading Bhagavad Gita, my whole perspective of life towards life completely changed. And together what happened, I understood the self-awareness. I started giving importance for my body, how the physical health is very important to even do anything beyond that, because if there is any pain in any part of the body, it completely stops you and it cripples us from doing anything. So if you are girls watching my video, please start following Ayurvedic lifestyle. And if you don't know where to start, I'm going to make a series of videos on that as well, because I was a beginner like 7-8 years ago. I had zero idea. I just went in for curing my headache so that I could overthink. This was the criteria, and that's how I got into it. I had zero idea about my health, zero idea about the food I was taking in, zero idea about the way I was living, practically nothing at all. So to do anything better in life, to do anything worthwhile in life, we need to be self-aware of what I am, what I'm made of, why I'm feeling like this, why am I born here, what is the purpose of me doing here, what I want to do with my life, how should I eat, how do I take care of this body. All of those are basic lessons that each one of us should have, because without that we just cannot function. That is why so many people are suffering so much, and I was also in that category. Luckily, with God's blessing, just Ayurveda and Gita came into my life at the right time, and I could just reverse my life. So I want to give it back to whatever I've learned all this while through Ayurveda, through Gita, and whatever dumb things that I did in my life without knowing. I want to share it with all of you guys so that you don't end up being stupid like me and go through your own set of pain and traumas and emotional moments, and then realize and come back out of it. It'll be too late and too much time consuming. So I'm going to give you guys all the knowledge and all the stupid things I've done consolidated in all my years. So you can start right now by actually going to the link and take up the quiz about yourself and just answer some couple of questions, and it is going to tell you what your body type is. And once you figure out your body type, you can just Google it, how do I balance my whatever pitta dosha or whatever that dosha, and just figure out what exactly is pitta, what exactly is things. You can actually figure out by yourself. First, you'll know what exactly your body type is. Once you know the body type, you can actually figure out a routine, figure out what exactly you should balance, figure out which of the dosha is predominant and try working around that dosha to make sure that dosha is completely balanced. Want me to make any videos on how I cured my dumb mistakes like causing headache or causing bone pain or sciatic pain, having acne, body acne, hair fall, all of these things, how I cured by just changing little bit here and there. If you want to know from my own experience and my own things that I did to change my lifestyle, you can just leave it on the comments below. I will definitely make a video on that. And yeah, sooner I'll move on to the mind and emotional aspect as well, and of course the purpose of life as well. But all of that starts with the physical health, and physical health is Ayurveda. I hope this video could inspire you at least to think about self-awareness or understanding that you, at least giving you the idea like we need to start somewhere in terms of physical health, mental health, emotional health, and eventually to the purpose of our life, and then only we need to start towards working towards the purpose of life. And if you have any other specific questions on it, please leave it on the comments below, or you can direct message me on my Instagram at AdityIyer. I'll get back to you, and for sure you can talk with me and you can get in touch with me through there as well. So I'll come back again with a brand new video next week, you guys. And also don't forget to check out these Ayurvedic quiz and figure out your body type.